What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of me. First of all, I love Atlanta. I know you guys only get to see a little bit of what I can show you. I promise to B-roll a little bit of it for you, but I have a view of the skyline, and it's crazy. It's really amazing. Just to let you guys know a few things that have been going on with me. I'm having a real hard time recording some of these videos, and not necessarily the footage or the photography, but there's something about staring at this lens like I'm doing right now that really just bothers my process, and I have no idea why. And it's almost like I've become this unintelligible, inaccessible person, and anyone knows me will tell you that that is not who I am. I might argue I sound inarticulate, which is maybe something I shouldn't say about myself, but it really bothers me that it's who I am isn't really communicating in some of these videos. Without putting you to sleep, a lot of my work here is really about getting people to just observe the world around them. So much of life is happening at such a pace that none of us really understand, and there just isn't any time to settle. Everything's going every day of the week, all the time at 100 miles an hour, and I feel like that's woeful in a way. So a lot of my work is getting people to step back, see what's there, and then really just live in that moment. And it's not something you can really pay for or buy, especially because photography is priceless, because someone has to see it, record it, create it, and then find a way to get you to see it. And that process is why we all do what we do. Just to tell you a little bit more about myself, I just got a job working as an architectural designer in Atlanta, and it's pretty cool. I really enjoy this idea of things coming into being. And again, it's a process you can't pay for, right? You have to spend the time and do the work. And photography is, for me, much the same, but different. Obviously, it moves at a completely different pace. The behaviors are different, and the functions are truly different. So let me tell you a story about how it all ended. Again, I don't really understand why my communication with the camera is so whatever, but if I'm staring off into the distance, just know I'm thinking about you right here. So I did 3 years in architecture school, which is pretty tough. I don't think anybody who's ever done it will tell you that it's not tough. And I really enjoyed a lot of it, but in my last year, I was having a pretty hard time, and I was getting ready to quit. Not school, I intended to graduate, but I was on my way out. I had placed some applications with Chanel and Fendi and Tom Ford in London and New York and Milan, and I was hoping to use what I learned in architecture in order to move into that part of design. And I was really ready to make my exit, and I ended up getting invited to a competition. Dr. Michael Carlos Barrios Hernandez invited me to a convention in Kansas City, and in that convention I ended up participating, and in the end I won a prize. Well, I won a prize, my team won a prize, and because of that experience I decided to get back in. And I don't quit anything. It's really not in me to do that. I really don't enjoy this idea that I didn't accomplish what I set out to do. Quitting can be very useful, especially when you're doing the wrong thing. But it's not an experience that I particularly enjoy, whether I have to do it or not, even if it's the right thing to do. But I'm reliving this same moment right now. Again, something about the videos that I'm making are just not having the impact that I really want them to make. And maybe I see it here and it doesn't come out here the way I would really like, but I'm gonna fix it. And like architecture, I don't intend to give up. I intend to make hundreds of videos, hopefully to share my experiences with you guys, but also to find a way to bring you into my world, and hopefully you get something out of it. So if I have a message, or if there is a message, it goes something like this: put in the work, do what you can to do research, and don't give up. If you get knocked down 7 times, get up 8. if you're tired, take a rest, but get back to doing what you love. And I would trade everything I have to do photography full time. It just makes my heart beat a certain way that I can't really describe. And if you have something in your life that allows you to do that, or that allows you to feel that way, I suggest you do it as well. So this isn't me preaching to you guys about what photography is or isn't. It's just that it's really, really, really hard to sometimes communicate what you mean. Just keep practicing. It's the only way to get better. It's the only way for the message to get heard. And if you inspire even just one person, I think it's worth it in a lot of cases. This video is sponsored by VincentChristopher.com. The website is going through a lot of updates. I'm still refining my process with like Adobe Premiere, putting images up. I'm having a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. I work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. And when I get off of work from about 6 to 11:30 p.m., I continue to work all the way until I go to sleep. And then of course I get up the next day and I do it all over again. It's what I'm committed to. So it's wonky. It's by no means perfect. It has its growing pains, and I'm learning every step of the way. But I appreciate you guys for coming here, watching these videos, making it fun, engaging. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support, buy or print, you don't have to. Just check it out. Share it with your friends, and I appreciate you. And that like button and that subscribe button are pretty touchy subjects. I want to ask people to like and subscribe so bad, but you know what? If you share it, I think I'm almost more into this idea of commentary. So finding a way to engage with you guys is way more important than just liking and subscribing. If you do those things, I greatly appreciate it. But if you're gonna like, subscribe, and comment first, and start a dialogue. And you guys are always commenting with me, but you can also comment with each other. It's a good way to communicate, and this is about ideas, if nothing else. So thanks for sticking around with me. I'll talk about these images next time, maybe, but just check them out. You'll really like them.